morning.
Yeah, a very good morning to you. Bit of a sad one this morning, unfortunately.
Yes.
We're now done with the Orlando section of our holiday, and to be fair, most of our holiday, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
We're just in the car heading, first of all, to Wild, Florida,
Yep.
and then down to Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale, yeah. So we're all packed up, cars full, all
To the
our
brim.
cases. We said goodbye at the hotel this morning, and we're just heading down. First stop is Wild, Florida, where we've got an airboat ride booked for 10:15. We're going to get there at about 9:15, looking at the sat-nav. We'll probably have a little look round Wild, Florida before we go on the airboat ride at 10:15. See if we can spot some gators today.
Hopefully not.
And then continue our drive. I think it's about 2.5-3 hours from there on to Fort Lauderdale, where we have a Inter Miami game this evening, don't we?
Yeah, we do, yeah. Inter Miami up against Philadelphia Union.
Yep.
Miami at the moment are, I believe, first placed in the Eastern Conference, and already guaranteed a playoff spot.
Yep.
But obviously they'll be looking to finish as high as they can in the league, so that they get as easy a draw as they can in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
But just going back to the checking out, obviously we're staying at the Point Hotel.
Yeah.
But we're not booked through the Point, we're booked through a company called Sonder, who in essence own a number of the apartments in there and let them out. The Point do have a luggage trolley in the hotel, which they're more than happy to lend out to you. They do ask just to hold on to a piece of ID, just as a guarantee that you will actually return the trolley and not just go and dump it in the middle of International Drive or something silly like that. But they were more than reasonable with it, and once I returned the trolley, they gave me it back, no questions asked. They didn't ask for any charge or anything like that. So no, it was really handy, really efficient, and ordinarily you'd just wheel your 1 or 2 cases out, but we've got 3 weeks worth of luggage. So it was it would have been quite challenging just to be wheeling. It would have been a good few journeys, I would say.
I can't say anything bad about the hotel, in fairness.
No, I love the Point.
We've not really had much interaction with staff, but
you don't need to, though.
You don't really need to, no. We'll do a full review on the hotels that we've stayed at during this trip in our last vlog.
I've still got another one to go to tonight.
Yeah, we do, yeah. We'll do a haul and review sort of vlog at the end of our trip on sort of best days, some hints and tips, etc. The only thing that I would say about staying in an apartment through Sonder is you either have to clean it yourself or there is an additional
quite
cleaning
a substantial charge, yeah.
For our 1-bed apartment, it was $60 for one
per clean.
Yeah.
I mean, we generally kept on top of it ourselves. In all honesty, we didn't actually end up paying the charge for the clean. If you're a family with kids or something, you probably would need to at some stage potentially. But no, we got away with it, to be fair. I love the hotel because if you paid a premium to stay on Disney property, for example, and you would never get the amenities in your room, the homeliness in your room that you get in the Point.
Yeah. And it wasn't. I think it was worked out about £125 a night.
It's really good, that.
Which, for what you get, is phenomenal. We obviously saved on eating out for breakfast because we had the kitchen facilities. If you did want to do a clean yourself, they do provide spare towels and linen.
That's right.
We were in block 2, so it was on floor 7. Obviously spare toilet roll and shampoos and stuff as well will be in there, I presume. But we didn't need them for our trip.
No, as I say, there was only 2 of us. We weren't in the room that much, so we didn't have any round the pool days where we're just chilling around the pool and in the room. So we sort of got away with the amounts of toilet roll and things that were available. But obviously, if we did need more, that we knew they were there to use.
10 miles. Take exit 240 onto Kissimmee Park Road.
away from the next turn-off.
One thing I would say about driving in Orlando, the roads are a hell of a lot easier and a hell of a lot wider and more open than driving at home. However, there's a road, the Interstate 4, which runs sort of from Orlando down to Tampa, east, sort of northeast to southwest, and around Disney Kicky Out times, that gets very, very, very busy and very backed up.
Yeah.
And I think on yesterday's vlog, this isn't on the i4, but Louise did catch a video of somebody literally slicing us up big time.
That was at Disney, and road.
So that's something to be mindful of as well. Yes, the roads are easy here. I would recommend driving here if you're going further afield than just the theme parks and back. But do be mindful, you know, some of the drivers are quite aggressive in their driving style.
They are. But anywho, we will catch you when we get to Wild Florida. We've both got monsters this morning. Got these yesterday at the garage. Petrol station, wasn't it? Yeah. So I've got vanilla. Never seen these before. It's called French vanilla coffee monster. We tried the Irish coffee one the other day, and it's really nice. So I'm expecting good things out of this one. And you've got mocha monster. So I imagine that'll have some sort of chocolatey taste. Anywho, we're going to tuck into these, get some energy, and then we'll see you at Wild Florida. They're not going to be on the footpaths, man, for Christ's sake. I'm a cow. That's a bird. And you go and see the birdies. That make you feel better. There. Look at the pretty birds. Hello. Hey. You're noisy. You come and say hello, or you're going to eat that meat that's on there. Oh, you're pretty, aren't you? You pretty birdie. Are you feeling any better with the birds?
They don't look happy, do they?
No, I don't know, there's plenty of them. Oh, there's a little rat down there.
Oh.
There was a right whale. I don't know whether it's a rat or a mouse. It was quite small. So this is Crusher. This is the big alligator here at Wild Florida. He is absolutely massive. And he's moving my way. I hope this glass is strong. He's massive. I don't know whether you can actually see him very well through the glass, but see if I can get a better angle. No, it's worse angle. There's the sun. But yeah, he is huge. Aww. Little baby gators. just come over to me. Look at the sky here. Oh, we've got the raccoon here. Hiya, Rocket. You having a little itch? Eh? Got a little bobcat here. Gorgeous. Bobcat. Eh? Perked up when you started singing there. No. Oh, look at the size of that gator. So, back at this pool here, at 11 there is a gator feeding. Oh no, not 11, 11:30. Gator feeding at 11:30 and 3 p.m. Kusha, who we saw before, he has a show at 11 and 3:45. You see the gator in the water there as well. Just piping his little eyes out. There's a better view of the gator. So we've been joined by some ring-tailed lemurs, haven't we? Eh? Aww. They're not desperate to get out. They've got a little family in there.
Yeah, little hands.
Where would they go? Where would they find food if they weren't in here? They're a long way from Madagascar, that's for sure. Oh, look at the rough lemur. It's enjoying that fan. Yeah, enjoying that fan. Oh, bless her.
Slick back in the wind.
And hello, you. Hello. Hey, gorgeous. Aren't you? You're so cute. Oh, you looking?
Just so you know, we don't agree with it either.
Aww. Oh, you come and say hello as well. Eh? Bless them.
You're a very cute little face. Yeah, little nosy reminds me of our dog.
Yeah. They're quite sociable.
Yeah. His feet just
Hey. You don't usually see this sort of I don't know, but I heard a weird noise too. You don't tend to see this sort of activity from animals at the zoos at home. I don't find anyway. Oh, look at them stretching. Oh, you're so cute. Oh man, you showing off? Are you showing off? Oh. Seen a little squirrel like you before. You're very cute. You are.
That's your phone.
You like my phone? Do you know why I like my phone? Because there's two little squirrels on the back. Woody's on the back too. Chip and Dale. So we've had a little wander around Wild Florida. Seen quite a lot of animals already, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, yeah. Lots of land animals as well, which is nice for me because I'm not really that fussed on reptiles.
Yeah, there are some lovely little lemurs in there, which were quite active, jumping around. Little squirrel.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's lots of gators. We've seen Crusher for the first time.
I see like the signature gator
The
here,
big,
is he?
big gator, yeah. So yeah, he's the biggest gator that we've got at the moment. I think there's a show on at 11, Crusher's show, and then 11:30 feeding the gator show, so that'll be interesting. You can also pay to feed the teenage gators here, and the baby gators, and you can also pay to feed the birds and get a picture with a baby gator too, which I might do.
The
We'll
baby
see.
one, as in the one that was in the fish tank in the shop. With
Yeah,
the
like, yeah, probably a teenage one though, because
yeah,
the baby ones
the baby
are tiny.
one's tiny, yeah.
Baby
It'll
ones are
probably be.
absolutely tiny.
So, the baby one in the shop, so we're in September now, the baby one hatched in mid-June.
June.
And he is pretty small.
He's
And at that
cute.
age, they feed him well, they basically put him in a fish tank with fish. And
Yeah.
he eats, I mean, it sounds a bit gruesome, but I suppose that's a circle of life, isn't it?
Yeah.
But once obviously they grow a couple of feet every year, and the ones out that you can feed, I think, are the teenage ones. So you can imagine they've grown a couple of foot every year for 13 years, I'm guessing. And then the adult ones are anywhere between 20 and 60 years old, which are sort of full size.
Yeah.
And they are pretty big,
They
to be
are
fair,
pretty
aren't
big.
they?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You know, good so far. We're just waiting now for our airboat ride, which will be in about 10-15 minutes. We're just doing the half an hour airboat ride. So not quite sure how far we'll get out, but I will GoPro it so you can see. I think it'll be more of a ride and the exhilarance than anything else. We might hopefully, fingers crossed, see a couple of gators out there as well. And then there is also a little petting zoo here, and as you know, we love our petting zoo. They've got ghosts, so yeah, they have, yeah. So we'll pop over there as well before we leave, for Miami.
I'm looking forward. I do like a petting zoo and I do like goats. I didn't really envisage them in this environment, but
Yeah.
what do I know?
At the end of the day, they are just very large lizards. They are not capable of such things, and we're not going to ask them to do something crazy. We're just going to ask them to work with us. But again, it's only if they want to. Crusher right now is being a little sneaky, a little trepidatious. He knows that Andrew has food, but he doesn't really feel like working. But at the end of the day, just like us, Crusher doesn't work for free. But we can't reinforce his bad behavior either. We cannot feed him unless he is doing what we ask. With an alligator or a crocodile, you can only reinforce his positive behavior, which is when he does what we ask of him. If we were to reinforce a negative behavior, just like a dog or any other animal you're training, he will repeat the negative behavior in hopes of a reward. Right now, Crusher's more focused on me than he is of Andrew, which shouldn't be the case because I have no food for him. I'd like to not be lunch. I haven't had my own lunch today yet. Alright, so now Crusher's looking a little dangerous. They don't want that. But now he's coming up a little bit, so now we're showcasing you the up command, which hopefully will allow us to see his mouth, his ears, his eyes, his nostrils, and everything else. And now what we're doing is hopefully going to have him hold. We're going to see if he wants to hold for us. The hold technique is super important. When we get up close like this and we work on the hold technique, it allows us to have a good look at his eyes, his ears, his mouth, his nose, his teeth, so we can make sure that nothing is wrong. He doesn't have a broken or a fragmented tooth or an infected tooth. His nostrils are clear, his eyes are clear, and so are his ears. To make sure the health of the alligator is the utmost importance and the best we can make it. Anybody want to see Andrew and Crusher make out? No. Yeah? Andrew's not feeling it. Andrew's a little shy. This is his first kiss since his high school prom. But we're ready. 3. Oh, Crusher, you're so handsome. Just like that. Piece of cake for Andrew and Crusher. Please give it up for them. They are the real stars of our show today at Wild Florida. This is just what we love to show all.
Hello. You're cute. You're like, where's my food, aren't you?
Do you have any spare dollars?
No, but if they take card, I'll.
If they take card, I'll get you some. I'm trying to just cover it to make sure no one. We'll go and feed.
Feed in here, and then
You can go in with them.
go in. Oh, you're beauty. You're beauty. Aww, that's a cute little noise. Hi. Aww. God, you're beauty too. Look at nothing any shoes. Aww. Hello. You with your fish? Oh, are you the boss? Are you the boss?
Look at these little goatee. That one's gonna have a poo.
I was feeding your little friend. Oh, you make the pig as well. Jenna, the pig. The pig. Yes. Oh. Put it at the top and they'll come up.
See the baby? It's a baby.
He's coming.
Hey, took some.
Oh,
Good.
oh, greedy bugger's back.
No flies on you.
No, it's not. Oh man, he's so cute. Oh, look at the little baby one.
Where?
There, he's little. There. He's eating the scraps off the floor, bless him.
You on one side? He's even half on the bar.
Oh, they're happy.
Yeah. Oh no, I'll just put it out my hand.
He's coming, he's coming. They'll not pass up the opportunity. Oh, you got both of them there. Ah, I'm guessing he's the boss.
You're alright, can it, you?
You're the boss, aren't you?
Yeah, proper hungry Horus.
Oh man. Greedy. Oh. You wanna go in and say hello?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Oh, look at them. Oh. You cute? You right? Huh?
He comes to get at
Aww. My friend. Yeah, you can do if you want. Take a little video on it and then I'll picture. Giving him a little pet. So placid.
very chilled, but they used to be fed by us, so the
Yeah.
sales is good, not bad.
They do. Their ones are after food. Hey, you're cute. Aww.
Yeah?
From the actual gate.
I doubt I'm actually seeing them, to be fair. I'm frightened to drop me a phone. Oh, God's sake, man.
So I've got some gator feed here. I'm just going to throw this into the gators. So we've just finished up at Wild, Florida. What was your thoughts?
Wasn't my cup of tea, to be perfectly honest with you, but I know you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did. I mean, just putting it into context, Nick
Doesn't like reptiles.
doesn't like reptiles at all, is petrified of them, and let's just say there was a guy, one of the staff, who was in one of the little sort of alligator feeding bits selling the alligator food, and he had a snake around his neck, and you literally turned white when you saw him with a snake around his neck.
Not my sort of thing. Fair enough to those who are into that.
Yeah, the little snake, he wasn't little actually, he was quite big. Was he a python or a boa? I'm not quite sure. I think it was a python. It looked like a python. It was a girl anyway. I thought it had a little bit of personality, mate. It was wanting all the attention, crawling on the guy's face.
Nearly had his glasses off.
Yeah, he had his glasses off as well when he was trying to work. The guy was working, printing photographs of people who had photos with the snake or the little baby gator. And the snake was trying to get in there. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. they had loads of different types of gators in there. They had saltwater crocodiles, they had albino gators, which you don't see very often. They had teenage gators and babies. So they had baby gators in the shop, which were tiny. I think they were only like 2 or 3 months old. And then they had the teenage sort of gators, which I imagine would be about a year or 2 old, outside. And you could feed the teenage gators, and you could also feed the big alligators in the big pool as well. So yeah, it'll be some footage of me throwing some feed in for the big alligators. We managed to catch a couple of shows. So we saw, I've forgotten his name
Crusher.
now. Crusher. Yeah. So the story behind Crusher is basically he was the greedy gator. He was in the main pod pool, and whenever they did the feeding show, he would always get all the food. And whenever the punters were feeding the gators, he would be the first one to all the food. So he's very food orientated. So they thought, great, I think we could possibly train this one. And that's exactly what they've done. And I would have inserted some of the footage of that show just before this clip. So yeah, it was really impressive. The guys getting in the pool with a pretty big gator. I think he's the biggest gator there.
14 foot, I think I heard him
14
say.
foot, yeah. And
It's a lot bigger than me.
yeah. And at the end, you give him a kiss. I wouldn't have my face anywhere near those gnashes. And then we saw just the tail end of the feeding show, where you see the gators jumping out of the water to get their food. I think I just about got a clip of that. But I think both of our highlights was probably the petting zoo again. I mean, I know you go to Gatorland, I know you go to Wild Florida to see alligators, but we both love our little goats. So got some feed for them, got a couple of pictures, went into the petting pen, and got a good bit.
It was boiling hot though. Jesus, what a sun trap.
Yeah, we are absolutely sweating now. But yeah, that was fun. We'll insert some of the clips of that as well. Airboat ride, it was fun. I would recommend, if you are thinking about doing an airboat ride to see alligators, to come in the winter time.
Yeah.
Mike, our guide, said we pretty much come at the worst time of year to see alligators in the water, because when it's warm, all they want to do is to be under the water and unseen. So yeah, come sort of, I think you said between December and March is probably the best time when they're actually coming out of the water for the heat of the sun, because the water temperature is quite warm at the minute as well, but obviously it's warmer outside. We did, however, see a mummy gator and some of her babies. I'm not sure how good the footage is though. And we also seen a bald eagle, which was a bald eagle?
Yeah, I think it was,
yeah.
American eagle. Yeah.
American eagle, yeah. And there was quite an interesting story behind them as well. But yeah. Now we are just heading down towards Fort Lauderdale for Miami, part of this trip. I forgot to mention also, you can hold a baby gator and get a photograph taken, which of course I did. So I'll insert the picture of the baby gator that I got there. That was $12 for that.
That's the cheapest picture.
Yeah, that was for the cheapest picture, just a print of the picture. I think the picture's about 7x5 size image. It's decent size.
You can upgrade your frame if you want to. There was magnet sort of options.
Yeah.
And there was also like a full wooden frame option.
Yeah.
So I think the cheapest was what you went for, which was $12, up to a maximum of $30, I believe, was the price of like a nicely framed option.
I just went for the picture because I actually thought the frames were a little bit flimsy personally.
They weren't that impressive.
So I'll probably just find a frame myself and get one. There was also a snake there that you could obviously get a picture with if you preferred. But alligators are famous in Florida, so it had to be the alligator for me. Sat in the middle of the road.
Don't have a clue.
It looked like a boy, didn't it? Like that you see at the beach.
Yeah.
Strange. The gator food as well. The gator food was $5 for one bag. One bag was enough, to be honest. Well, you get 3 bags for $10. And we got the petting zoo food for the goats. What was that? 3 bags for $5?
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all.
3
There was
bags.
3 cones.
3
Like
cones.
ice cream cones.
That's right. Yeah, and they ate the ice cream cone as well.
Yeah. But there was what I always find quite funny with goats is they're obviously they're lovely animals. They really are. I mean, that's why they do goat yoga, because people find them relaxing and good for their mental well-being and all that. But it's funny when there's obviously always in each pack there's a leader that gets all the food, and he was just coming along, and any of the goats that were objecting to him like getting in there for the food, he was nutting them, going on his hind legs and then doing like a diving headbutt to them.
That was funny. Anyway, like I say, we're on our way now to Fort Lauderdale, so we will catch you when we are there. See you then. So we've arrived at the Chase Stadium.
Yes, we have, yeah. We're just here, and looks like it's probably about the start of the pre-match warm-ups.
Yeah, we've heard that Messi is
It's
apparently
starting
starting
tonight, and he's got no restriction of minutes assigned to him.
Yeah, so that's exciting, because when we first came down here, or when we first flew over, we thought he'd be still injured and we wouldn't see him at all.
Oh,
so,
yeah, no, yeah.
That's really exciting. The team warm-ups are starting, I believe. It's a weird stadium, and we've just found out that this is a temporary stadium.
It is, yeah. It's funny because we're walking into it and around it, and you're looking at the back of sort of the stands, and I'm sure Louise will take some video footage, and they're just scaffolding. They're all like it's like 8 temporary stands. It's like 8 of Wrexham's 4th walls.
Yeah, it really is.
So that in itself was a little bit strange, but they've got to stand outside advertising the new stadium right in the heart of Miami,
where they're
next to Miami Airport, which is going to be a fantastic location. To be fair, the stadium looks amazing as well. So it's really, really, really promising. I actually look forward to coming back in 2026 when they're in the new stadium, just taking a game there. Definitely, they've got something good going on here. So yeah, I'm looking forward.
Yeah, definitely. That stadium is something else. We found the sort of mock-up of it in the fan zone here. So yeah, it's quite good out the back. There's plenty of food options, plenty of drink options.
Yeah, lots of outlets.
Yeah, might go and get some food and drink shortly, possibly. We have been to Wendy's, but I don't think either of us were that impressed by it.
I had a chicken burger, and quite honestly, I wouldn't feed it to the dog. That's put it politely. It was terrible.
Anywho,
I think it was gentlemen's, and yeah, possibly.
Nick's also got himself a jersey, which was
I did, yeah. So the stadium version was $200.
Yeah.
I got the fan version, which was 160 printed.
Yeah.
So that's 160, and it was 150 plus the cost of the print. No, there's a Cessna taking off there.
Yeah. He's been watching the planes all game.
This stadium's right next to the Fort Lauderdale Airport, which looks more like a general aviation airport than like a commercial one. So if you look between the gap of are we in the southeast? So southeast, southwest, southeast,
southwest. Sunset.
So if you look in the gap between the south stand and the west stand, you can actually see one of the runways.
Pretty cool. Anywho, we will do some videos of what the stadium actually looks like, so you can see. But like I say, it's only temporary until 2026 season starting.
But they're keeping the stadium on, and apparently the training ground's just across the road. what they're going to do, they're going to have the reserve team and the youth teams playing here, but remove some of the stands to reduce the capacity to a more reasonable limit. They've thought it out well. And it's funny, when I first arrived here, I thought no thought had gone into it at all. So how wrong I was.
There's the main man. Good, you. Flora there as well. So this is the stand that we're in. All corners are just scaffolding here until they get their new stadium. It's kind of scary walking up here. But it's like the fourth wall at Wrexham. I'm getting jelly legs. Oh, by the way, you can drink in stadium in America as well, so because of the novelty, we're both getting ourselves a little drink. So they're setting here in Miami, all ready for the game. Yeah. Sorry, you see them on the camera like.
This is a song we keep getting. This is the pop girl.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy rewind.
Well,
All the way down here and getting that song.
I guess I can't put it in this right.
very technical and tactical that. No, it's not.
I saw it on a mile off, that's an effort. That's pathetic, man.
that was fun.
Yeah, so he was clear on the ball, competing against Southampton.
No. Need one of them.
Suarez didn't just get struck around by each other.
No, no.
I don't think he did when he was at Boston. Get into the space. Get in that space in the corner. Why when he's got eight, there's a space ahead of him? So stop.
Yeah, I know.
Ball. You notice the best player in the world's making a wall. Notice that's the done thing to defend a free kick.
Yeah.
Well, just like that, after the Inter Miami versus Philadelphia game, we headed back to our hotel,
Yeah.
and unfortunately that was our last night. Did you enjoy the match?
I did, yeah. It was great to see Messi play. Obviously, the result was good. Ended 3-1 to Miami. Messi got 2, and he set up Suarez for the last goal as well. So 2 goals and 1 assist. Not bad for first game back after 3 months out of injury.
That's right, yeah. I mean, the standard of football was borderline appalling, to be quite honest.
It wasn't that bad.
But even the atmosphere was a bit strange. It's how I'd imagine like a festival in Brazil, a carnival in Brazil, like just a drum banging and just mindless cheering. It wasn't American for me, because the announcements sounded very South American, to be quite honest. And the music was like Mexican mariachi that they were playing. And I would imagine an American crowd being like, "Let's go Panthers, dee 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 dee," and it was nothing like that.
No.
it was just like festive, like it was how I'd imagine a WSL atmosphere to be.
Yeah.
So that was that. Obviously Miami won. I'd certainly, go back and see it again. Yes, you've got to put in the back of your mind the football is not great. It was like walking football, but it was a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
Price point maybe a bit on the high side for the standard of football they're serving up.
Definitely, it's a lot more expensive than even a Premier League game, Champions League game. Very pricey.
But no, I'm glad we've done it.
Speed check reported ahead on Florida's Turnpike.
And glad we've done it. It was nice, obviously, to see Messi score. Obviously, if you've made it this far, apologies for the babbling on. You can probably tell it's the next day and we're busy driving back to Orlando, and we've just been cut up by the state trooper. So yeah, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe to our channels. It is much appreciated.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, or today as it is in real time, is our travel home day, unfortunately, where we're driving back to Orlando and then flying back into Manchester. So please do tune in for that. We may bung a hole on the end of that as well. We've not really bought that much, I wouldn't say. So it's not going to be a mega long haul, but yeah, thank you obviously for tuning in, and do tune back in tomorrow.
Yeah.